lovely hosts for this hour of fun. Scootaloo!
Wow, Scootaloo.
Cluck, 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 cluck.
So who here loves Rainbow Dash? I don't hear anything. Who here loves Rainbow Dash? Welcome to the Rainbow Dash Fan Pal. I'm Scootaloo. So let's just, the official Rainbow Dash Fan Club meeting will come to order. So, let's get down to our first order of business. So, I motion that we declare Rainbow Dash the most awesome pony in Ponyville.
Objection! You know why?
Go away, Dusty.
Objecting to that?
Why?
Because the word awesome is overused.
Whoa!
Overused!
Savage.
Ow.
Makes sense. Do you have another suggestion?
Well, there's Wonder Splendorific.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
You okay? There's awesome sauce with cherries on top.
I don't know if she likes cherries or not.
What, strawberries? Probably strawberries.
Strawberry's good.
Well, what word would you go with?
Yeah.
Well, I motion that we declare her Wonderific.
Wonderific. Awesome. Wonderifically, awesomely, splendorifically awesomeness.
So,
Use real
how
words.
about, super ultra extra awesome amazing.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
So all who in favor of declaring Rainbow Dash the most super ultra extra awesome amazing pony in Ponyville, say aye.
Aye!
Awesome.
So now the question is, why is Rainbow Dash the most super ultra extra awesome amazing pony in Ponyville?
Well,
She just is.
fast,
Yes.
and she's cute,
Yeah.
Yes.
and she's got an ego like a freight train,
Yes.
and she's a Wonderbolt now,
Yes.
and she's part of the Elements of Harmony,
Yes.
and she's taking down all these awesome guys like T-Rex and Nightmare Moon and all these other bad guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
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 So, that is all true, so, but, I do have a answer ready, yeah, because, Rainbow Dash has performed some, awesome amazing feats.
She has awesome, amazing feats like the Sonic Ring Boom.
But, she could also,
She could take down an entire barn in one shot.
yes.
Oh, they were showing stuff on
Take
the
down by
screen. I
karate,
didn't
but
know that.
one shot. Boom.
And if you go camping, then, you don't need to worry with her around, because,
You can set up a campsite in 10 seconds
Flat.
exactly. And, yeah. So I think we have actually, I think we have a special guest
We have a
around.
special guest. I think we have a special guest.
So,
I wonder who that special guest might be.
I don't know.
Could you guys guess who our special guest is?
Ashley Ball! Rainbow Dash! 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 Woo!
Awesome. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
How you doing?
Thank you for all being here at my awesome, super sweet fan club battle.
We're in the middle of talking about how awesome, amazing you are.
So it's just me, right? Just gonna be me talking to you, right? Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be two of us as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Don't
two
be
of
so
us.
full of
Your biggest
yourself.
fans.
You can go ahead.
Mostly just about me.
Mostly about you.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, what's happening? What? Don't look behind you. It's cool. It's just all about me, guys. It's gonna be great. I don't know who those people are in the back. grow.
Oh, why don't we bring them up to find out who they are?
Mom and Dad.
Why don't we bring those two up? I'm not sure who they are.
We're
so proud of you!
Oh my god.
You are the cutest little pony I've ever seen.
Yes, welcome to the stage, Bo Hot Hook. And Windy Whistles, Sarah Edmondson. Sit right here next to your daughter, because I know you want to.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
It's always such a weird thing to say to a crowd, what's up? Like, we just expect you to cheer, but not
How's it
actually
hanging?
answer the question. So I should just say, who wants to say woo?
Woo!
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's just weirder. Well, thanks for being here. That was great.
Yeah, we were just talking about how awesome your daughter is.
She is the best!
We are so proud.
Do you have we saw the episode.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of stories about Rainbow Dash's youth. But there's anything you want to bring up about Rainbow Dash and her youth that you really, really want to be proud of her?
Don't say anything embarrassing.
Do it.
Well, she was really into paper mache for a time. And she was making all these different sizes of piñatas shaped like pineapples. I don't know why.
Went through a phase, okay?
It was a heck of a phase.
And the first time she used a potty, it came out like rainbows. Hence the name, Rainbow Dash.
But
She used it to paint the deck.
We're so proud of everything she does.
It's so cute because Rainbow Dash is one of the most cute and adorable pony in Ponyville, right?
Yeah.
Cute and adorable.
Of course. But I guess she doesn't think that's very awesome. Good thing because she's otherwise pretty good looking.
She gets that from me.
I can't steer.
I'm kidding, of course.
And some of the things she says has inspired some of the best memes we have today, such as "So awesome."
So awesome!
Yeah. Woo!
20% cooler.
20% cool.
And,
never gets
and she
old.
cleared sky in 10 seconds flat.
I could glue this guy in 10 seconds flat!
And not even being an Equestria girl can dim her awesomeness.
No, that makes her more awesome. Because in Equestria Girls, she actually plays electric guitar.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rock on.
She's a band.
She
That
writes
makes
for-
her more awesome.
she's captain of every sports team.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Thank you guys for coming to this panel. It's very cool. And it's so cool to have Sarah and Jason up here as well. And they're fan hats.
Yeah.
Chose to wear.
We were contractually obligated. This hat is not a choice.
It's so nice of you to organize this Zephyr Breeze Fest.
Oh, boy. Hi, Ryan.
Ryan Beal.
Shut that down. Shut that cat down. Don't encourage him.
Especially you, Rainbow Dash. I don't know why I'm all the way at the end of the day.
You know why.
Traditionally, at like an important dinner, you sit the most important person all the way on the zone over here.
The head of the table.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan.
What up, Ryan?
Sorry, I interrupted. What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about how awesome I am.
Oh yeah, I am awesome. Yeah.
So Zephyr, how's your job in Candlelight as a main stylist going?
It's going nowhere. Because people don't understand my artistic vision. They think that I'm too outside the box, and I'm like, there isn't even a box to begin with, man.
That's true. The sticks and twigs look sort of went out in
Yeah,
some-
you know, I do what I can, and these hoops were made for making magic, and I do my best.
Stay away from my daughter.
At least he has a job.
Come on.
So, Rainbow Dash, we've gone through so many of your accomplishments. Which of your accomplishments do you feel like you're most proud of?
There's just too many to choose from. But,
Microphone.
saving Equestria.
That was a big one.
We were so proud when you did that.
What was your worst failure?
Failure. Rainbow Dash has no failure. Yeah.
Where you learned something, maybe?
Yeah, I think maybe when Tank went into hibernation. I feel as a pet parent. But no, he's fine, and it just happens.
Who felt that? Who felt that deep in the
Woo!
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, raise your hand.
Tissues.
That's not a woo answer to a question. It's too
That's
soon.
So, I have a question for Zephyr.
Question
So,
for me?
yeah, you grew up with...
No, I refuse to come closer. I like my vantage point from here. Is that my plaque? Oh, look, my name! Like I'm a big, important businessman.
So,
Yes,
Princess
Mr.
Twilight's a big fan of hay burgers. used to sell a lot of hay burgers, right?
That's true. We're kind of combining worlds here. I used to do commercials for A&W restaurants,
Didn't know that.
and then they fired me twice. I was fired twice by that organization. And I'm not going to get into either reason.
in true Zephyr Breeze fashion.
It's true. Yeah.
Was this human or pony form that you were on the...
So look, we're bouncing around. This was human form. This was human form. Zephyr doesn't sell hamburgers, but Brian Beal did. Who? Exactly. Read the placard. You're confused. Read the placard. This is laminated too, folks.
Spare no expense.
So, question for Rainbow Dash. So, what sort of music do you listen to get yourself pumped up before a Wonderful performance?
Heavy metal, obviously.
Yeah.
So that sounds very Rainbow Dash-like.
Yep.
Wendy and Bo, we know what she's listening to now, but what did she listen to when she was a little Billy?
Let's get a Marinky Dinky Dink.
Yeah, Metallica did a great version of Skinny Marinky Dinky Dink.
Get a Marinky!
Blistering guitar solos, yeah. That was good. And Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day.
Yeah! Green Day!
Day.
We got 2 Green Day fans.
Oh no.
There's a little competition over there.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Whoop.
Look over there, everybody.
But I thought
Hey, you two. Hey. Get over here. Get over here. Both of you. Get over here. Get over here.
Whoa! Amazing!
What up, RD?
Very limber.
Yikes.
Of course, we gotta have Gilda with RD. Is this a good Gilda or the bad?
Dweeb.
Oh, loser. This Gilda hasn't learned her lesson yet. Thanks for showing up, guys.
Hello.
How great do they look, guys?
Yeah, you are cool. I get it. Don't trip.
Guys, who do you think would win in an arm wrestle between these two?
Yeah.
Who thinks Rainbow Dash would win? Who thinks Gilda would win? Well, we clearly have to find out right now. Wow, a tableless arm wrestle. This is the... Oh, you're going to be the table?
Ladies, okay, I want a good, clean wrestle here. Good, clean wrestle. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, they're just biting.
Gilda is using her beak.
Be careful!
That's you down.
Gilda wins.
That is terrifying.
Sometime this weekend we'll have to have a rematch, I think. Yeah. You got robbed, RD.
Thank you guys.
Big hand for Gilda and Rainbow Dash.
So funny.
Really cool.
So,
Costumes are available in the lobby for $7,000.
Wow.
so I have a question for Jason, Sarah, and Ryan.
Okay.
Should we all answer at the same time so no one can understand what we're saying?
Let's save some time. Yeah.
Just kidding, I'm not trying to throw you a pun.
No, we'll probably answer one at a time.
Okay. Good plan. This guy's got a plan.
You all had pretty extensive acting careers before getting into Pony.
Yeah, sure I did.
So kind of what was the audition process like for getting your roles in the show?
I'll start because I'm closest and everyone's looking at me with fear. It was a while ago. I'm trying to remember. I think for this one there might have been a self-tape component, which means that we're all represented by talent agents, and casting directors for shows will send things to casting or to talent agents called breakdowns that describe the different characters. And my agent said, "I think you should read for this one," and it was Bo Hothuff. And thank you. And nothing like forced woos. And so I had the script, and I read it a few times and recorded it myself at home. And then I sent it to my agent. She passes it on. And then the people, the powers that be, listened to so many tapes reading for Bo Hothuff, and then they brought a few of us into the studio to see how we did with direction and things like that. Terry Klassen, I believe, was the voice director. And then they said, "Congratulations, we got you to play Bo Hothuff." And that's how it worked for me. It was fairly painless, and I felt very fortunate to do it.
I have a question. Was that his voice from the beginning? Like, did Terry give you some notes to change your voice up?
No. I remember in the notes they were saying they wanted something kind of deep and manly, which is, naturally how I sound. Thanks for noticing. And they said they wanted something similar to Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation. So now that you know that, you might see that or hear that I was obviously doing a terrible impersonation of Ron Swanson, and that was really all the inspiration I needed. I tried to get as close to that guy as possible, but it was sort of opposite to him because he was very enthusiastic, and Ron Swanson, anybody who knows him from Parks and Rec, is not. He's very dry and very serious. So I sort of took that voice and went, what would he be like on 18 cups of coffee, and that's what he did.
Cool.
My process was kind of similar. I submitted what's called an MP3 myself, and then got to go back in.
Anybody know what an MP3 is? Do we need to?
Okay, woo, MP3. And then went back to audition. I think there was just maybe 3 or 5. I think that it helped that I have a gravelly voice, as does my daughter. So it helps sound kind of similar. So I think that gave me a leg up. And then my influence on my breakdown was Sherry O'Terry. Right? Yeah. And that was fun to play with, and with a little bit of Minnesota accent.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So proud of my daughter. So it was really fun, and Terry did push for sure to be super enthusiastic, and I had to keep my energy up a lot. It was great.
Terry or Sherry O'Terry?
Terry and Sherry O'Terry.
It was really fun when we recorded it too. It was easy to keep that enthusiasm because it's one of the few cartoons or animated series for purists, where they get the whole cast in the same room at the same time. And so there were like 15 microphones in a circle, so we're all there. And we do it almost like a play. I feel like we had a whole episode done in 2 hours, because every cast member is there, and you just go back and redo what you need to. But it's super fun. You feed off each other's energy. If there are any voice directors out there, please do it like that every time. It is so much fun and so much better.
So,
okay, thank you.
Do you have any fun stories from the...
Well, as soon as we hear from Mr. Ryan...
You forgot Ryan.
Guys, I know I'm at the very end of the table. The question was posed to all 3 of us.
Time goes by quicker down there.
And I'm glad you all waited, because my story is incredible. That's sarcasm. I walked into a room, I talked like this, and everyone in the sound booth was staring at me like, what are you doing? I walked back home thinking, what was I doing? then I got a call, and I got to go back to that very same room and talk like this again. And so that's my story. It was, it happened. I really wanted to get on the show. I auditioned for a few other things, and then this one just sort of fit. And here I am. And I'm not going anywhere.
Even though you've been asked to leave.
Brian, now that it all makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a real creep.
I was actually, I was really excited that Ryan got on the show because Ryan and I used to do improv together.
You have a baby together, right?
What?
Everyone goes so quiet. No, that's not true. That's not true. Don't tweet that, please.
No, tweet it. It's fine.
But we used to
Hashtag
do
secrets.
we used to do improv. We were on the improv team in high school, and Ryan was always just the funniest guy ever, and I was the only girl on the
Dusty,
improv
that's
team,
funny.
so I was kind of just there by default.
That is not
I wasn't very good.
underselling.
What school did you guys go to? Prince of Wales. 293. Were you there?
Also, Ryan Reynolds went to Prince of Wales, so I am the second most well-known Ryan. Whoever went to that.
Good company.
Yeah.
That actually came through in the episode. You guys, of course, watched the episode that these two really played off each other really well.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody, because they've known each other forever.
Yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
Ashley is underselling. She was very funny. Always has been. Always will be. Very, very, very.
Improv just makes me a bit uncomfortable. I used to get the shits before every show.
The rainbow shits?
What she meant to say was the oopsie poopsie. She got the
That's where it all started. It just made
Were
me
they
really
rainbow?
nervous.
the trots. The runs. Spittles. That part is true.
Case of the sauce.
Jason, you mentioned how
What was that?
Rainbow splash!
Rainbow's rash.
So it's taking a turn.
It's turning into a different kind of film.
PG.
It's taking a turn.
Not PG anymore.
Before, like, curtain or whatever.
Yeah.
Come up. You're like, sorry, guys.
I just lost
It's
6
very
pounds.
scary. It is very scary. It was Jesus and Ryan.
you guys seem to know each other very well. Like, were they any funny stories that are family friendly from the
I have a family-friendly story, which hopefully has a good ending. And no one.
You don't know the ending
No,
of
I
the
don't.
story?
No one has a good ending. I'm saying bear with me because it starts bad. But and I haven't shared this publicly with anyone, so you're the first audience.
It's our little secret, guys.
When I was 7, I joined the Brownies. Do you know what Brownies are? Do they have Brownies here? Like Girl Scouts?
The chocolate?
No, Brownies, it's like Girl Scouts in Canada, and you have to wear
It's like
brownies.
little Girl Scouts.
Yeah, but I joined it because I liked the outfits, which is not a good reason to join. No. That's why I didn't join. Yeah. It's okay. And there was a girl there who had a My Little Pony, and I didn't, this is the 80s. Okay, this is a long time ago. The 80s?
The 1980s?
1980s. And I didn't have a My Little Pony, and this girl had a My Little Pony, and I offered to trade her my fruit roll-up for her My Little Pony. And she didn't think that was fair, which is fair. And I think, I don't know what I thought. Anyway, I took the My Little Pony. Now, this is bad.
Thievery.
I know this is really bad, but I brought it home, and then parents called around saying, like, where's this pony? And I realized, I learned my lesson that you don't just take stuff that you want. You have to buy it or earn it or whatever. You can't just trade for fruit roll-ups, and if they say no, you can't just take it. And I had to go to her house and apologize and bring her back the My Little Pony, and that was my lesson, and I never did that ever again. I felt terrible. And then cut to, 25 years later? How many years? Whatever, I'm here now, playing a pony, and I just felt like it was part of my karma to come full circle and heal what I did in the 80s and really try to teach people to not steal and be a good person. So, that's my story.
Her eyes are wet. This is serious.
You end up being a pony mom.
Now I'm a pony mom, trying to be a
Giving
good
lessons.
influence. Don't,
And that
Yeah.
girl that she took the pony from is now a Supreme Court judge. Well worked
Yeah.
out.
Ruth
I don't
Bader
even-
Ruth Bader Ginsburg,
Oh,
yeah.
you still you were brownies with Ruth Bader Ginsburg? That's insane.
She was Brown Owl, right?
She was brown out. Do you remember what
Oh, yeah,
pony it
that's what I
was? Remember, I wish I did, but it was plastic. It was a big one, like it was one of those.
Cherries Jubilee.
Do you
Possibly.
do you remember what flavor
Cherry
fruit
Jubilee.
roll-up you had?
Definitely
Strawberry! Right. Good trade. I still say good trade.
Some people may not know what a fruit roll-up is. That's also very 1980s.
I know what they are.
This fruit roll-up.
Okay, good.
So proud. I know what it is. I know what a
face. Don't tell me I don't. I'm an adult.
Who likes puppies?
It's also in the title. Oh, nothing. I was just riffing on fruit roll-up. We can move on.
Let's stay on fruit roll-ups a while. What are some other favorite flavors of fruit roll-ups you guys?
Yeah, okay.
Blueberry.
Rainbow? Is there a rainbow fruit roll-up?
Oh, yeah.
No, there isn't.
There's multicolored ones? Yes, there is.
I just wanted to get in a fight with the entire audience.
You're wrong!
Bring it on.
For Ashley.
Oh, okay.
So I know that you released a solo album last year, and
Who's heard it?
and then
6 of you.
recently, Hey Ocean came out with another album. So how do you juggle your music career with your voice acting career? Because you do a lot of voice roles as well.
Both of those are like 40-hour work weeks,
Yeah,
right?
they're long. No, it's pretty. They work together pretty well. My agent gets mad at me sometimes when I'm gone for a long time on the road touring.
Where's that song?
Because I miss out on making money. But usually, no. It's
Is that
like,
one of your hits?
I
Make
know.
Money?
Great song. Make that money, baby. No, but it's usually pretty. Yeah, I make it work. Sometimes I have to fly to San Diego and meet my band, and fly home and do a pony recording. Or sometimes they'll just pick me up and I can do all the stuff that I need to do when I get back because they're really nice. So yeah, it depends. Usually it's pretty nice.
It's very easy because
It's
everybody
easy.
loves you. Is that what you're
Yeah.
It's not easy for me. But yeah, I make it work because I love to do both things. So there's no choice. I just have to make it happen.
And look for that new Rainbow Dash hip hop album, Making the Money. Baby.
Make the money.
Next.
Yeah. Make the money.
Guest vocal. Zephyr Breeze is gonna. His
Yeah,
album's
featuring
gonna
Zephyr
drop.
Breeze, yeah.
Featuring
There we
Zephyr
go. That's
Breeze.
what I-
Oh, now I'm in.
Zephyr Breeze is going to have a giant clock around his neck. He's going to be like the
Yeah.
Flava Flav.
It's a hype man.
He's going to be the hype man.
What? Yes. I'm a pretty good hype man.
Rainbow Dad!
And so if anybody in the audience has any questions, you want to come up to the mic in the middle.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna do this nicely. Don't run. Okay.
It's a race!
Get a line
Trot.
right here to center,
Trot.
and everybody will get to ask a question. And we got about 20 minutes left, so we'll try to get through as many as possible. Be nice. Kids first. So if any kid wants to ask a question, you get up to the front.
Yeah, we'll do this in order of height.
Okay.
Shortest people get to go.
Hey, come on. There are some kids that are taller than me.
Ooh.
Anybody younger than 15 who wants to ask a question? You can bring your parent.
Oh man. Glad to stay for this now.
What's your name?
I'm Fauna Joy.
Vonna Joy?
Fauna, as in
Fauna.
animals. My question's kind of for Ryan.
Okay.
In the main thing about the one where Rarity lost all her hair, because of the punk look.
Yeah.
Did they offer to bring you in as Zephyr to fix her hair, or was that just completely
No, I
forgotten?
didn't get the phone call. But I would have come in. I would have.
Would have been interesting to see Zephyr's attempt to fix that.
Absolutely. And I bet it wouldn't have worked out exactly as it wanted. It would have been good. No, they didn't get the call, but I would have gladly. I'm always available to work.
Hear that, writers? Ryan Beal is always available.
Yeah.
More
My
Zephyr.
phone isn't broken, guys. Okay, I just dropped it in some water, but it's in rice at the moment and it'll be working later.
He makes a good hamburger or something? I might have got that part of the story wrong. You make a good hamburger?
Hi guys.
Hi.
You guys want to
You guys want to ask a question? Yeah? You want to ask a question? Here. Come over here. Come over here. Okay. Ask your question. Go ahead.
You can close your eyes while you ask it if it makes it easier for you.
Yeah. What do you want to ask Rainbow Dash?
You be my friend.
Aww.
Please say yes.
You'll have to fill out a form.
Are you asking Dusty or are you asking me?
She's asking Rainbow Dash.
Oh, hi. And I'm sorry I don't look like her. I would love to be your friend. What's your name? Caitlin.
Awesome. Rainbow Dash. Ashley's coming down here to say hi.
Aw.
Great.
Guys, how cool is it that Ashley and Caitlin are
Hi guys. You're both Rarity. Well, that's not very cool, is it? Where are your Rainbow Dash costumes, guys? If we're gonna be friends, we're gonna need a bit of a wardrobe change. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Good thing Rarity isn't here. This is all would be empty.
Beyond.
I mean,
You guys okay?
Rarity was across the hall. Never mind.
That is awesome.
We're proud of every pony.
We're proud of that.
Hi, Rainbow. How you doing? Hey.
Two friends is the
There's some
max.
beautiful skies going on.
You want it
Is
to
that
be
your
friends?
fault?
You have to come back.
Yeah, that was your fault. I kind of thought so. You know, it's a little hot though. You think you could bring it down just a bit?
Oh, we got a duck.
Okay, next question. Who we got on the mic?
Next, Spike.
Spike.
Spikey wakey.
What's up, Spike?
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a question?
How do you do Applejack?
How do you do
Sorry, who's Applejack?
We didn't read the sign on the door.
Well, I just put her in this area of my voice, and she sounds like this.
A lot different than Rainbow Dash, because Rainbow Dash is up here, and she's kind of like, hurts my neck sometimes.
Applejack's a little more enjoyable for me. She's in the bottom. She sits on the bottom. Everybody's come on. Does she have a mom?
He does have a mom.
Talk like this. How do you do the Spike's voice? You look really cute. You look just like him.
Yeah.
But you don't
Yeah,
need
that's a great Spike costume.
Dear Princess Celestia.
Hey! Nice.
Nice.
Thanks, Spike.
Thanks, Spike. Hi. How you doing? You want to ask Rainbow Dash a question? Oh, come over here. Come over here.
Look at this.
I just want to put it out there that I'm waiting for the Applejack fan club, okay?
Go ahead, ask your question.
There we go.
What? Why do we talk?
What a philosophical question.
Ryan, do you want to take that one?
Her question, Rainbow Dash's question, wants to know how Rainbow Dash does the voice.
Oh, okay.
How is it?
The other one better.
Education is the cornerstone of society.
How I do it? Well, this is my normal voice, and then I get Rainbow Dash. I usually have to scrunch my face up a little bit, and then like strain my neck. Sometimes when I do it in the studio, I stand on my tippy toes.
So if you do that, I bet you can do Rainbow Dash's voice.
Like she's always holding in a fart.
The studio reeks after Ashley's done.
Cool.
Great. So I actually have a question for all four of you. So everyone here, well,
What's your name, dude?
My name is Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
I actually seen you back in 2017, Ashley.
Way back in 2017.
In the PonyCon 2017. Okay, now back to the question. So, okay. So everyone here, including the voice actors here, all have their own unique success stories. So my question to all four of you is, were there ever been moments in your voice acting career that you felt nervous or anxious before an audition, especially when show expectations are high? And if so, how did you overcome your fears?
Good question.
Great question. Yeah, I'm relatively new to voice acting. It took me a long time to break into it. I still get nervous, especially when you go in the studio with people who've been doing it for ages, or someone like Ashley who sometimes does scenes with herself as two characters, and I'm like, that looks difficult. But to get over it, I mean, you just sort of trust in yourself. Listen to the director, and at the end of the day, you just have to sort of go, I know I can do it, and it's a lot more fun to believe in yourself than not. It's easier said than done, but yeah, you just sort of have to flick a switch and go, well, the worst that can happen is they'll fire me. And let's see if that happens.
I can't take away your birthday.
Yeah.
Those are good suggestions. Self-worth is definitely a good place to start. And I just try to remember to breathe. I find if I get nervous, if I do some deep breathing, it kind of calms me down. And then also just committing to having fun, because especially with a show like this, you kind of got to go big or go home. So block out the people on the other side of the glass and pretend they're not there, and just put myself in the world and go for it. And, always better to dial back than to dial up. So that's my advice. Yeah, you agree with that?
Yeah. Go big or go home. Always, yeah. Always dial it back.
Go big or get lost.
I feel like this is a very unique thing. This pony thing. It's been going on for like a long time now, and that's very rare. There's lots of auditions that or lots of shows that I've auditioned for that I haven't gotten. Like my phone, I'm ghetto, and I record all my auditions on my phone under duvet in my house. No. Duvet. Duvet. And there's like just hundreds of auditions that I haven't gotten. So I try not to think about. I try not to focus on like not getting a part. I just kind of do it, and then if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I feel like I know people that kind of obsess over things and like really want the part, but I feel like once I've auditioned for it, it's out of my mind. So that helps to just try to not care too much, which is hard. It took me a long time to get to that place. And then maybe I strayed from the question a bit, but yeah, I think just getting into your body a lot, not caring what you look like when you're working, because often you could be. It takes a lot of physical kind of physical acting and commitment to sometimes get to a place. And I know there's characters that I play where I have like no chin because I have to do this like to get there. So it's kind of just like not being afraid to look like a total idiot. Agreed.
Yeah, and that's a tricky thing. When people are first starting out, I think a lot of voice actors are very kind of constricted, and it's very internal, and they don't do that physicality that really helps you express yourself, because maybe you feel a little self-conscious. And the quicker you can get over that and realize that the more fun, the more outgoing you are, the better it's going to be. I don't really get nervous, but sometimes I do a deep dive and get a little obsessive about it. I auditioned for Batman in a video game about a year ago, and I wanted that so bad. And yeah, I spent
to be Batman?
Days on it. Yeah, to play Batman. That's the dream. Didn't get it, but it was a great exercise in realizing, like, man, I should treat all these auditions with this much focus. But that's it too. If you analyze a script too much, you can start to go, well, I should go up here and then get quiet here, and you lose that sense of play. And often the play is where the fun comes out of. Yeah, so we answered 6 questions, but not the one you asked.
Thank you. Well, howdy there. How you doing, Sugar?
Applejack's getting some love.
I'm doing good. How about you? Better now that you're here, sweetheart.
What is happening?
What's your favorite Rainbow Dash line?
What was that?
What?
What's your favorite Rainbow Dash line?
Oh man.
So many.
I don't know. I like the one where she's kind of in. They're like cleaning up, and I think her and Applejack are like sweep, sweep, sweep.
Oh yeah, sweet.
To like a kind of like rave song. Do they have glow sticks? I think they're brooms.
Yeah, broomsticks.
Twilight's broom was actually lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the 20% cooler one is like, I think it's kind of old now. People are annoyed of it. What about like 50% cooler or like 90% cooler?
200.
200% cooler. Yeah. So, the sweep line, for some reason, it stuck with me. It's hard to remember lines too, because we read off a script and then you kind of forget. We don't have to memorize any. I mean, you guys are film actors too, but I don't do that. So, like, to actually memorize lines that would be really hard. So sometimes they just like slip by, but then obviously with certain lines they stand out.
Thank you.
But what's your favorite line?
Probably See, it's hard, right? It's hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching My Little Pony since I was like really little. So when Friendship is Magic came out, I kind of freaked out. I was like, and then I don't even know. I have too many.
We can think about one. You can tell me later, okay? And then I'll come up with a good one too.
It's been my favorite since I was little, so it's really big for me to be here.
Oh.
Bless your heart.
Yay.
Great question. Great question.
Hello. So,
Hi.
my question is, what if Rainbow Dash had a twin?
What? Oh, had a twin?
What if Rainbow Dash had a twin?
Oh boy. Competition.
Did mom and dad put up for adoption?
None of your business. An evil twin, baby.
An evil twin.
When he was tight in the 90s.
We had to get rid of her.
I bet Rainbow Dash's twin would be kind of like I just picture. Remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Oh, twins. Yeah, twins.
So which are you, Schwarzenegger?
Well, I'm Schwarzenegger, but like I could picture her twin being like,
Danny DeVito.
yeah, like kind of dumpy.
Shorter and bald.
Yeah, bald.
No. Jersey accent. Actually, Rainbow Dash's twin is Daring Do. Daring Do is her twin.
Okay.
That's canon in my head now.
Are you a twin?
Yeah, he's right there.
He's right behind you. Oh, twins. What's it like being twins?
I mean, it has ups and downs. I just hate it when people ask, "Hey, are you guys the same person or something?"
Is this a like blip in the Matrix or?
Who was born first?
Deja vu.
That guy.
1 minute.
Does he rub that in a lot? Older?
Not really.
Okay.
You know what? It's awesome because I'm a twin too. So
Nice.
We're an endangered species.
twin powers activate. Form of water.
Oh wow! I was so scared. I've never seen two twins from different sets of twins touch, and I was afraid you were both going to say. I thought that was against the law. Science.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Twin number 2.
Same question.
Never gets old. Did you guys dress the same for a while when you were kids?
A lot.
A lot, yeah. You finally went your own ways. Good for you.
Okay, so I just want to say, first of all, my question is probably going to make me like the most hated person in this entire room.
Oh Lord. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Come on.
So who would win in a race between Rainbow Dash and the blue blur Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog or Rainbow Dash?
A foot race?
How is that even a question?
Well, yeah. If she tied her wings up.
Hypothetical.
Well, I've never seen Sonic go supersonic. I've never seen him create his own rain boom. So I think Sonic can like.
And he can't swim.
So.
I think that Rainbow Dash could handle it.
Yeah.
She fly through all those rings and fly circles on.
Why do you think that's gonna make you hate it though?
Because like usually like a lot of bronies actually hate Sonic, and it's like kind of rivalry between the brony
I don't hate him.
Sonic fans.
Next convention I come to, I'm gonna come dressed up like Sonic.
Rainbow Sonic. Wait, who do you think would win in a race between Rainbow Dash and the Flash?
Okay,
Ooh.
the Flash. The Flash moves out like the speed of light.
That's his whole thing. Right?
What about between you and your twin brother?
Let's set it up. Make it happen. Let's set it up. Let's make a finish line. Let's see it happen.
This guy's ready, yeah. A twin cannot say no to another twin.
Okay, guys, right here. We're gonna go around.
Guys, how many seconds are you apart?
1 minute.
1 second
apart.
These guys
Okay,
are
so
Canadians, I think.
here's the race. From here, you're gonna go around the crowd.
Please be careful.
behind
Maybe
the
they
board.
should sign a waiver
Back to here. This is the start and finish line. You guys ready? Yeah. You guys ready? Okay, everybody ready?
Come on.
Yeah. All right. When I say go.
My goodness.
Wait, what are their names?
What are your names?
Jamil. I'm Kareem.
Jill and Kareem. Jake, who wants Kareem to win? Who wants Jill to win?
Who wants them both to be okay and not trip on anything?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Go! The rest of each other now. Oh, you need to slow the corner. Oh, let's see how hair pulling goes. I don't know who to cheer for.
Okay, 4 more laps.
So that
Last second.
4 more laps.
I'd say that was a tie. That was a tie.
Tie. Okay.
Okay.
Rainbow says tie.
That was pretty close.
the mic stand like kind of exactly at the same time.
It was a tie.
Yeah, and sometimes you're on the inside, sometimes on the
have to
outside. There's
check
a lot
the
of
tape.
factors.
Hey,
So you both have to do your own laundry. Thanks for that, guys.
Hi, so I actually have a Littlest Pet Shop question.
What's your name?
Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
Hi, George.
I don't know if you remember, but there was an episode where Blythe you used a southern accent at one point and started sounding a little like Applejack.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, what was the voice direction in that scene? Do you even remember that?
This is the Littlest Pet Shop question. I don't remember.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I think I was trying to make her not sound like Applejack.
I heard Applejack's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably sounded like Applejack though. But I think that was Terry directing as well, so he was probably aware of that whole thing. But yeah, it's always hard doing any kind of country accent because it dips into that Applejack zone. Yeah, I wish that series was still going on though, man.
It got to read.
I know, and I didn't get cast in the new reboot. They got rid of me. Thank you for your question.
I like this play.
Yeah, well, I think
we got 10 more minutes, guys. We're gonna get. This is gonna be a fire round, so we're gonna get through them as fast as possible. One question.
What's your name? A question.
Hurry up.
Adrian.
Hurry up.
I actually have 2 questions here. Firstly, a question for...
One question. Hug Rainbow Dash.
Firstly, a question for Rainbow Dash. Are you awesome as you want to be?
Yes.
And okay, sorry. The second one is, how do you record Rainbow Dash and Applejack scenes? Do you do it all at once or record it separately, like the 2 voices?
I used to do it separately, and then season 3 or 4, I think I started feeling a little bit more comfortable with their voices. Also, Applejack kind of like went through puberty or something. So her voice dropped a lot more. She used to be higher. She used to be up here, and it was like really close to Rainbow Dash. So
Yep.
yeah, I would record them separately at first, and then as I got more used to it, I record them just in the same scene. Yeah.
That's a baller move, guys. It deserves a hand. Thanks, Adrian.
Thanks for your question.
What's your name?
Alex.
Hi, Alex. Your move.
So, Ash is already related to us that she's on tour a lot and her agents like that. And it reminded me of something interesting that happened at one point. I'm not going to relate the story, unfortunately. It basically boils down to this. Have you ever had to record something whilst you were in a different location? Say, a different recording studio?
Oh, like while we're on the road?
Something like that.
Like kind of phone it in or patch it in?
Yeah, say you're on tour in LA, right? There's lots of studios in LA.
Yeah.
So did they like rent a studio for you to do Rainbow Dash and Applejack in LA and then phone it in, sort of like what Tara Strong does from her own place?
Right. That would be nice. Sometimes I wish that. I've never done that for ponies actually. Usually they'll pre-record, like they'll do an episode before I leave or after. I'll just do all my lines and then let everyone else kind of fill it in. But
it doesn't necessarily have to be pony.
Oh yeah, I did do something. I was on tour. This is years ago. We were in Stratford, in Ontario, and there was a guy. I was on this Lego series, and I played this little boy on this Lego. I don't even remember what it was. It was just for Lego, and
I basically had to go record. My agent found this guy who had a recording studio in his basement. And he was like some actor guy. And he was a total creep show. And I went there and recorded, and he was kept on trying to get me to have a drink with him. And I was like, oh, no. It was weird. It was super weird. And we patched it in, and I ended up like, leaving as soon as I possibly could. I called the guys in the band. I was like, guys, get me out of here. It was a very negative experience.
And he's here today!
I think his name was Alan. That was I didn't do much of that since then. It also cost a lot to I put that ISDN through to the studio in Vancouver, and it was just I had to pay him for his time because he was engineering, and it was kind of like it didn't end up making any money in the end because you were just paying for all the time and equipment. So
Thank you.
that's my answer.
Whoa.
Thanks. I hope Alan's doing well wherever he is. Oh, Alan.
All right then. So,
what's your name?
My name is also Alex.
Nice.
Oh,
it's you.
So, first of all, it's great to see you here and Rainbow Dash's best pony.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. But my question is actually for Ryan. So, I believe on Twitter, Jim Miller mentioned that you didn't want to sing as Zephyr Breeze and you were sort of forced into doing so. Is that true?
Well, no, I mean, I guess I was forced into everything because I got the part in a lot of ways. But I will, the night before, if I remember it correctly, and maybe Jim remembers it differently, my agent was like, you can sing, right? And I said, well, I sing like an actor. If you ask me to, I will, but I'm not good at it. And they're like, oh, yeah, it'll be fine. And then I got in, and I heard the song, and it was quite complicated. And the musical director, what's his name?
Daniel.
Yeah, was a wonderful guy, but very intense. He was like, the note is here, Ryan here, like this, it's up here. I'm like, okay, man. It turned out really great. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud. I think they might have auto-tuned my voice every now and then. But it's not that I didn't want to. I was nervous because singing in front of people is hard if you're not good at it. But I did it because I was contractually obligated to do it.
Ryan, karaoke is great.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right then, thank you.
We have someone low to the ground over here. I wonder if she wants to ask
You want to ask a question? Oh, awesome. Come on over here. I met you earlier. You're awesome.
That's a heck of a hat. Nice
Heck of a
hat.
hat, isn't it? What's your question, hon?
What's she got a fan club at?
You want to be friends with Rainbow Dash too?
Can you be my friend? Me?
Help her out, Dad. What she want to ask?
Get over here. Oh, yes, you can be my friend. Awesome. Yes. Give me knuckles. Give me knuckles.
Bro.
Yeah.
Friendship is magic. Am I right?
Yeah, you can be my friend. Nice.
I'm Ben.
How you doing?
Okay, I will say Rainbow Dash is my most favorite character of all time, and everything, ever. My question for you actually is, what was your favorite song to sing or record?
You put her on the spot.
That's my favorite too. That's good.
I really like doing the music for the movies.
Yeah.
I remember a little song called Time to Be Awesome.
Yeah. Time to be awesome.
Which I got to sing a duet with Zoe Saldana. Who I didn't actually record with, but she knew that I existed during that time. So that's cool. That was cool, and that was a really fun song. And I thought it was like a turning point in the movie. It was like this uplifting moment, and it was great to have that.
Thank you so
What's your
much.
favorite song that Rainbow Dash sings?
Either I'll Fly or Awesome As I Wanna Be.
Awesome as I wanna be.
Yes.
I got a quick question for you.
Oh, yes.
Because you have such a long, you're a singer in a band, you play flute, you obviously know music. When you do get brought in for a song on anything, whether it's Rainbow Dash or any other character, does Daniel actually get your input? It's like, do you think that Rainbow Dash?
No. Like Ryan said, he's very. Daniel he's actually getting better. He's getting better. But,
He got a song out of me, like I don't think he needed to push hard.
He's tricky because he writes this. He's a genius. Daniel's amazing. He writes so many songs and he's very particular, and he always wants it to be just so, and he always wants Rainbow Dash to sing, like, when Rainbow Dash sings, it kind of is annoying. He says, could you make her just sound a little bit prettier? No, Rainbow Dash doesn't sound pretty when she sings. So he's always trying to make it like a little bit sweeter, and it's a bit hard because, especially when I go up to those high notes, I'm sure for everyone in the booth it's really obnoxious.
Thank you very much.
It's just I'm just true to her characters.
Cool shirt too, Ben.
Yeah,
Thank
Ben.
you. You want to? Okay, come on.
Hello.
It's a good Dashy cosplayer.
What were your favorite Rainbow Dash's favorite bloopers?
I don't. Guys, I don't know. I don't.
Bloopers.
The bloopers.
I knocked over a microphone stand once.
Oh!
It wasn't during My Little Pony. I was in a show called Bakugan Battle Brawl.
Bakugan Brawl!
That's right. Security. Just joking. So in that show, my character Drago would shoot fireballs, and he would say this line "boosted dragon" while he did it. And I would often, as Ashley was saying earlier, use your movement to really sell what you're trying to say, or the emote. And several times I knocked over a microphone stand. But it sounded amazing.
Yeah!
That's coming back, by the way.
I think we're
Bakugan.
at
Surprise.
the end.
Yes,
we got one more question, and Gilda is in line. So does anybody actually mind that Gilda gets the last question?
Junior's face,
You guys mind that Gilda gets the last question?
Gilda!
Okay, Gilda, come on up here.
Come here,
Gilda, come on up.
Gilda.
Gilda has the last question.
Hi, Gilda.
On a scale from 1 to boiling, how hot are you in that?
So.
I have to read this for Gilda. Hi, I'm Gilda.
Hi, Gilda.
We know.
Question for Ashley. Why is Gilda so awesome?
Oh!
Is there a last question, really?
Remember, she has her parents up on stage.
That is the question right there. Why is Gilda so awesome?
Well, is this for Rainbow Dash?
This is Rainbow Dash.
I think Gilda's super awesome because she has a beak and it's really sharp, and she could probably take our eyes out with it. And she's kind of like a grump. She's got a good heart. So she's become my friend over time. Oh yeah, see, she's real softy.
Almost took a hitter.
So I think that's why Gilda's awesome.
That's
Also, Marika Hendricks, who voices Gilda, is so dope.
Yes, good friend. Also on the other side it says, Ultra Dweebs, Gilda is 10 bits for autographs. You are a dweeb. I'm a dweeb. Okay, guys, that's our panel. Thank you very much for coming.
One last thing for our guests.
Ryan.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys off there.
Yeah,
And thank you to our panel leaders. Thank you.
If your question didn't get answered and you see us in the hall, ask us.
They'll be in the autograph room next door.
Yeah, come see us in the autograph hall. Ask a question.
Ashley.
This thing